patch. People are angry about it. I didn't find it to be as miserable as a lot of people did, but seems like most people are not enjoying it. You dreamed of PoE? Uh-oh. Yeah, they made the game way harder, and people are like feeling like they're missing the power fantasy that they want to have. And like even in the late game, they say it still feels like a struggle the whole way. But that was kind of what I always expected from the game, so I guess I'm not too upset about it. It's like Diablo 4 is way on the easy side. PoE is way on the difficult side. Last Epoch kind of has like a sweet spot in the middle, but they have a much smaller team and a much slower development, so it's kind of been like hard for people to get super excited about it. But they do have Season 2 coming up in a couple weeks here, which Season 2 is actually supposed to launch 3 days ago. And people are almost wishing now that they wouldn't have delayed because of this release. Because it might be doing really well right now. People might have dipped on PoE to come back to Last Epoch. Anyways, we gotta farm some. I did just pick up Barrage, because I've heard people saying it's really strong. Basically, I use my Hurricane thing to generate my charges, then pop Barrage before I shoot off my Twisters, and it'll make way more tornadoes and empower them. So that'll help. Should give me some more damage. Okay, so where would be a good place to farm? We still need to do this. We could also go back and pick up... There was these quests. Clearfell. I'll do those. It's going to be way too easy here, but just to ease myself back in, I guess. So I'm basically going to want to get like a couple of charges of this going, hit this, and then hit this. Way more tornadoes. And they should be more powerful as well. And it would be even better if I laid down the fire first. It's a lot of buttons. But we'll figure it out. Alright, so I gotta find a chest somewhere. Just right here. Maybe not. Okay, so this is where we entered. Making sure that YouTube and TikTok are okay. They look fine. Okay. So if I was that chest that used to be at the beginning. New class? Yeah, this is the Huntress. They just released it yesterday. Where's this chest? Did DLC drop for the game or something? Yeah, they dropped the 0.2 patch, which is Dawn of the Hunt. They added the Huntress class. Yep. Apparently I missed a chest in this zone, but I'm not sure where it is. Since they changed the layout of all the maps. And it sounds like they're going to do that pretty much every season. Which I like. I think it's interesting. Were the nerfs as crazy as you heard? Yes. Yep. People who like to blast this game are all feeling pretty miserable right now. I've heard a lot of people say that this is like the worst any ARPG has ever felt. I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm still having fun with it. But a lot of people are really upset about it. So, I don't know. Now, you'll see me walk around and just like one-tapping everything, but because I'm in a level 2 zone right now because I apparently missed a chest and I just want to clear it out for campaign completion's sake. Clear off all the little markers on the map. I'm not actually this strong. I'm actually probably pretty weak comparatively. So this is a bad representation, but where is this? You want to try it again, but it might take you 5 years to get through the campaign. The campaign definitely takes a while. Like, it is a pretty difficult game. The campaign is fairly lengthy. But, I mean, that just means that, you know, you have a lot of game to play, right? I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But if all you care about is the end game, then I could see it being an issue. Like, a lot of people say, like, I don't want to do the campaign every season. I'm like, I get that. But at the same time, it's like, if we're just in the end game and just doing maps, like, I don't know that the maps in this game are good enough right now to, like, be all we ever do. So for that reason, I like the campaign still. The campaign was way more interesting. Okay. So I'm not finding this chest that I missed. Oh, there's still this area down here. Okay, it's not there. Maps is too boring. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the campaign at least is interesting. Like, I almost wish, instead of focusing on trying to make the maps better, give us another act of the campaign to do. Because that's where this game shines. There it is. That's the one. Like, Pee-wee 1, I know people really, really like the end game in that one. So let that one be the end game game. Let this one be the campaign game. Alright, so... Is this a new season? Yeah.
Sorry.
Where'd what's his face go? Hooded one. Oh, he's over here. Okay.
How can I be?
Where? They all moved around on me. Finn, what are you doing over here now?
Clan leaders a road, but we just fought. None of it's junk, deal.
Alright, so now... Whoops, wrong button. What's the mechanic for the new season? So, they're not adding, like, major like league mechanics like they do, like, in, like, the post-release, because it's still early access. What they did add is... So they added the new class, the Huntress. They added spears and bucklers. They added 100 new support gems, 100 new unique items. And then they also added, like, a new wisp mechanic where you'll find wisps out in the world and you follow them and the wisps go through monsters and buff them and give them better loot and stuff. So that's kind of cool. And then they also added the... What are they called? Basically, monsters will spawn that emulate other players. Rogue Exiles, I think is what they call them. So it's like fighting another player. They are AI still, but it's like fighting another player with, like, actual player mechanics and player gear. And you have to fight them, and if you kill them, you get their gear, or at least some of the gear. How you doing, Jeremy? I haven't encountered a Rogue Exile yet, but I have done the Wisp thing a couple times. Okay, so we gotta find, in the cemetery, the ancient ruin. Okay. Although that kind of looked like it's in the mausoleum, but it says Cemetery of the Eternal, so I'm not sure. But yeah, right now, this feels weird being in the daylight. Good Saturday. What's up, Bruce? Yeah, I like that, like, after you finish Act 1, it seems like all of it that was night is now in daytime. I don't know if that's new or if I just never noticed. I feel like that's new. Maybe not. But yeah, I'm just currently going back through, like, the old stuff that I'm just blowing through now, because I missed a couple things for just completing everything on the map, and I wanted to take care of that. How's the new class? Well, the general sentiment towards the game in general is shit sucks now, is what most people are saying. I'm having fun with it still, but everything does feel much harder. Like, characters feel way weaker. Like, people are pretty much everybody says the campaign is a slog now, which it kind of always felt that way, but I'm still having fun with it. But like if you there's a ton of like clip reels out there of just like all the big streamers just complaining about how miserable it is. What game? Path of Exile 2. Dead game. What up, Timmy? Play D2? Actually, it's funny you say that. I'm actually thinking about it. Everyone complained it wasn't hard enough before. Yeah. People are never happy. It's like they say that D4 is too easy and PoE is too hard, and they make PoE easier and then it's too easy. They make D4 harder, then it's too hard. People are just never happy on the internet. Am I in hell? No. I went back to pick up the few icons on the map that I skipped over the first time. I haven't progressed at all since last night. I'm still in Act 2. I like turtles. Yeah, I realized on the map there was like a couple chests that I missed, like just different activities. So I'm just going back, and now that I'm like way stronger than this area, just plowing through and trying to find them real quick. The only thing that I did, which I did like while my starting soon screen was up, so it wasn't like, it wasn't off stream, but it wasn't really on stream yet either, is I picked up Barrage because I heard it was real strong with my tornadoes. So I'm like, all right, we'll try that. How you doing, Ryan? So I'm not really sure what I'm looking for here. Wait, what's the... U? Why did I think it was Y? So I'm looking for this right here, the Ancient Ruin, which it says is in the Cemetery of Eternals. Slept for like 4 hours? Yeah, I think I slept for 6. How far did you make it last night?
My dearest daughter, beloved for all time, rest well.
On your way to the Act 1 boss in Cruel? Or in normal? Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you were further than that. Taking it real slow. I mean, I can imagine why. It's probably real scary. In my bed, you slept for 7, but you were asleep on the couch for like 2 hours before that. I know how that goes. I sleep right here on this couch. Very, very, very often. The wind howls. Yeah, that was kind of kick-ass. I mean, I know that this is like level 2 content still. No, this is level 7 content. I know, killing it. You were hoping you would see me online playing the game? Yep. I played it for 8 hours last night, I think. 10 hours? I don't know. Something like that. And I'll probably be on for a while today. Probably. Unless I rage quit, start punching babies. Wait, I would never punch a baby. Right? They added one new class. Yep, they added the Huntress. And they did that yesterday. Which is what I'm playing. Didn't actually watch the YouTube that you sent. Are people legit mad? Oh, they're furious. Just watch the first clip, Timmy. Just watch the first clip. Dude's going off. Are you in a good mood to help someone level to level 7 or 8 as Necromancer? I mean, I'm solo self-found, so I don't think I can, right? You watched the first clip? I thought he was joking. I don't think so. I don't think so. He did, yeah. Like the whole clip was just people trashing. I didn't know nothing about that. I thought I was playing regular. Maybe. Maybe I. Oh, jeez.
Punch this baby.
Was not ready for that. Damn. Okay. Hi, Anthony. That was... Okay. Where is this thing? Is it... I want to say it's just in the mausoleum, but the map doesn't look like that. I want to say it's in that little hidden room in here. Good Morgan Freeman? What class am I doing? I'm the Huntress. Yeah, the new class. Stuck at the Act 1 boss. I've heard a lot of people getting stuck there. I killed him on my first attempt, which actually surprised me. It was a close fight, but I did get him. I've heard a lot of people getting stuck on the Act 2 boss, though. Which checks out, because that's where I got really stuck the first time through when the game first came out. Although the first time, the Act 1 boss also took me like an hour. But yeah, this time, so I went in to fight him, and the first attempt, my game crashed in the middle, so I had to start over. But the second attempt, I killed him. But it took a long time. The bosses, they have way more health than they used to, or at least maybe, I don't know if it's they have more health or we do less damage. But I guess one of the hot fixes that they put out last night did nerf most monsters in the game to where they have like 80% or 60% of the health that they did have or something. Although I don't think that affects bosses. So, I think it was non-unique monsters. Ooh, hello. I know it was only a level 3, but still, it's something. Just play it slow and throw your spear. You can't parry the wolf. True. Can you not parry any of his attacks? I didn't really try, but I figured you could probably parry some of them. Maybe not, though. Just follow the tornadoes. They will save the day. Bow, wow.
Vitality.
Breakfast time, gonna hang out with the homie. Alright, take it easy. I guess we'll kill the boss.
You will have eternity to regret your intrusion here. My beloved Asinia, the Eternals will never surrender.
Alright, we still gotta find that chest. Not that one, but I'll take it. Easy peasy? Yeah, I mean, this is level 9 stuff. I'm level 26. I'm just going back to finish things that I missed the first time through. I figure maybe I'll get some kind of loot from it. Even if it's just crafting mats. It was weird, because like when I first started the campaign, I felt like I was getting a ton of crafting mats. But then once I get into Act 2, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm getting anything anymore.
Wind's fury.
Where is this thing, man? Is it not in here? Forgotten Riches, that's probably it. This looks right. Boop. These new map layouts are throwing me off hard. Oh, yeah. They changed significantly.
I've enough in my pack
Which
already.
I do like. Like, they said that they were going to do that before the game came out, that the campaign layout was going to change significantly season to season. I didn't know what they meant by that. I thought they were going to make it to where, like, you actually did the bosses in, like, the different areas in different orders and stuff, not just changing the layout, but it is very different, and it does feel unique, I guess. Is this still the beta? I mean, it's early access, but basically the beta, yeah. It's the first major patch since early access came out.
How can I do?
Yes? None of it's junk. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but cheers.
Alright.
Bye then.
So that should... No, that one's still there. Ancient Ruin in Cemetery of the Eternals. What is that? Ancient Ruin. Does anybody have any idea what that is? I feel like I've explored pretty much everything. Good morning, Nichols. I'm confused. Unless it's just a map bug and I already did it. Which is possible. Unless it's something to do with these two graves. Maybe, like, clicking on them spawned a chest or something that I didn't notice. I didn't open the sarcophaguses.
Your death shall be avenged, even if it takes 1,000
I did it. I'd pick up the loot.
years.
Okay. Okay. Alright, done with Act 1 completely now. Now we go back and pick up what I missed in Act 2, which potentially could include ascending, because I still haven't done that yet. So I have to do this abandoned shrine in Keth. Forward command tents in the Halani gates. That's level 20. Keth is 24, so we'll do this one first. How's the Huntress? It's not my favorite of the classes, but it's kind of neat. It's nice playing something new. But if you go online and read what other people think, it's absolute dog shit, worst thing ever. So depends on your take, on your feel for the game. People big mad. People big mad. What's my favorite? Sorceress or Monk so far?
Wind's fury.
Although the Witch was pretty good too.
Advance with me. There are 2 more gates we must.
I would say Witch and Sorceress are very similar. Depending on how you want to play it anyways. Although I heard minions are not nearly as good as they used to be, so I don't know how good witches are now.
Wait.
Stuttering too much, you couldn't do the boss? I heard a lot of people having that issue. I didn't run into it too much. I got a little bit of stuttering here and there, but for the most part, it was okay. But yeah, it seems like a lot of people are running into that issue, so it's definitely not just you.
Time to reap the rewards.
Okay, that was a whole lot of nothing. Thanks. It would freeze and then it catches up and bam, death. Yeah, I've definitely had that happen in other games before. That's never fun. Those tornadoes go kind of hard. Adding barrage, definitely the play.
Wind's fury. If we can allow the caravan to all
Which character to start with? Whatever you think's the most fun for you. The new one is the Huntress, so that's why I went with Huntress. But right now, there's a lot of things that are pretty unknown because of the balance patch that just happened yesterday was so massive that there really isn't like a meta yet, as far as I know. Do I like it? I like the Huntress. It's not my favorite, but it's something new, so it feels fun to play right now. My favorite is probably the Sork if you like casters. The Witch is also pretty good. The Monk if you like melee. Although a lot of people really like Warrior. And then for like more of like a ranged, like a physical ranged, it seems like most people like Ranger over Mercenary, but I'm sure there's people who like both. So it's like, I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, so this is the quest that I was coming here to do. Get him. Nice. Okay. Tough start with her. Honestly, I don't know how much you've played this game, but it's kind of a tough start with anybody. But with the Huntress, yeah, the beginning was pretty rough, but once I started getting a build together, it started feeling a lot better.
I'll not make the journey home like that.
Played Necromancer last time. The Witch. The Witch did get a new ascendancy. They can now play the Lich. Or was that a Sorceress? That might have been Sorceress. I can't remember. Do you know if they changed anything about the Warrior? Thinking about the armor thing and really slow, sluggish attacks. From what I've seen, I haven't played one. I haven't read too much on it. But the playstyle looks pretty much the same. It still looks really slow, but it looks really strong. You're still slightly new to the game, but you wish you had all your gold from your last character. It was like 2 million. So when you're making a new character, if you don't choose the Dawn of the Hunt League, you still have access to all of your stash and currency and everything from the previous stuff, and you'll still have access to all the new mechanics. Like, they didn't require you to do a fresh start this time if you didn't want to.
Weapon of a storm.
Oh, I can re-explain when commercials end. Okay, so we did finish those now. So now we gotta do the Abandoned Shrine in Keth. Eh.
Quickly.
Young one.
All right, Nichols. Wash your booty hole. You're back. I think that ship has sailed. You did something very stupid. You deleted your level 45 character and started a new one without knowing about what I just said. So, while you might think that's... okay, so if you start a new character on Standard, not on Dawn of the Hunt, even if you deleted your character, your stash should still be there. Did I get nice equipment till now? I've gotten okay stuff. Nothing special, though. I haven't gotten a single unique yet, and I'm just rocking a bunch of random yellows that I found. Some of which dropped as yellows. Some of them I upgraded to yellows myself, speaking of which. I could do this. Do I want to roll this amulet? Life regen? Do I have an amulet in here anywhere? No. Maybe I buy one. But yeah, I don't know how far you are, but I know earlier you were asking to be like, if I could help level you to like 7 or 8, which that tells me that you're probably still pretty low level. So it might be worth restarting and just making a standard character, and then you'll have all your currency from the previous league. You should anyways, theoretically. But totally up to you. But yeah, I have not found much good loot. It's definitely been a little bit of a struggle. Like, I found basically 1 yellow per slot, put it on, and I've not gotten an upgrade since.
Take care.
Heck it. Max life? Could have gone worse. Could have gone worse, that's for sure. Oh wait, what was that? Mana regen rate? Yeah, I don't care about that so much. Okay. Just don't know if it'd be fun to play with Huntress with bleeding. I've heard that one person was saying bleed ice build was really strong. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. You start to do character on standard. What changes from playing on Dawn? Nothing. So normally, once the game is fully released, like 1.0 and later, when a new league starts, you'll only get the new league mechanics on the new league servers. However, because it's still early access, they gave all of the new league mechanics to both Standard and Dawn of the Hunt. The only reason there is a separate league is because if people wanted that fresh economy feel like a new league start, they can, but you're not forced to. The only caveat to that is if you're planning on trading with people, you'll only be able to trade with people on the same one. So if you play standard, you'll only be able to play with people who are already, like, that are still on standard from before, if that makes sense. But honestly, that might be good because that means that there's tons of items already in the economy. I personally wanted the fresh start, so I went that route, but I could absolutely understand not wanting to do that. Hey DJ, I don't know if you're still watching on YouTube. I just now saw your message. It did not pass through to my other chat. Hopefully it will now. All right. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for the abandoned shrine. Okay. Oh, honkers. Good morning, Samantha.
The weary traveler has reached the end of the path. Welcome to the city of 7 waters, whence bounty springs. Behold our lush plains and verdant forests, blessed to feed empires far
The wind
and
howls.
wide. Eat, drink,
Come
and
on.
be fat at your leisure, so long as you take word back to your homeland of the glory of Keth.
Hell yeah, tornadoes. Hell yeah. The one part about this build, though, is like I'm able to survive with potions and stuff, but trying to do the trials is going to be tough because taking any damage, regardless of if you can heal through it or not, takes away from your honor. So like I'm basically going to have to play that completely at ranged.
No mana. No mana.
In tight corridors, it'll be easy because my tornadoes will just bounce around in those corridors, but in wide open spaces like this, not as plausible. Trials are pretty unfair to melee characters. Yeah. So it's like I'm gonna have to like super over level them or something. Can't find the spirit in the hunt. Begins mission. You can't find the spirit in the hunt. Begins mission. I'm not sure what you're referring to. You're starting off as a witch on standard again, so it looks like the place where you wake up changes from playing on Dawn. Or am I just seeing things? The layout changes a little bit. It's still the same map, but the orientation does change up. And so apparently, from what they've said, is the map layouts are going to be different every season, and then they'll also be different between hardcore, softcore, solo self-found, all that stuff. Like, depending on which version you're on, the map layout will be slightly different. And apparently that's going to be different every single season, so we'll have to relearn the maps each league. If you already if it already ran away, it disappears. And oh, you're talking about the deer thing. Gotcha. Yeah, he runs away. You just got to keep up with him as much as you can, but you'll find them again scattered throughout the world. Seems kind of random.
Check this.
Not showing up at all for you? So it's like the area just outside of town, like after you get to town and then leave it? I don't know. There was like an NPC with like a gold deer there. Yeah, you can, what's it called? Whirling Slash, you can charge it up to 3 times. I usually just spam it a couple times, like I don't really count all the time. I usually try to get around 3. But yeah, you can power it up 3 times. If you miss the first one, it doesn't reset. You just have to go to the next one, get the next one.
Wind Fury!
Control click the zone and load a new instance to try again. Oh, can you do that? I guess that makes sense. How am I liking Huntress? It's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's something new, so it's fun for now. Whoa. I think I like the monk better for melee, though. I haven't really tried a range build yet, though. Rocking a mercenary this league to start. Want to try the new ascendancy? Wait, what did mercenary get? I only speak English. Why do I not remember the mercenary getting a new? Oh. The one with the yeah. What was it? What was it called? I forgot about that one. I remember the warrior one. I remember was it sorceress or witch that got the lich? I don't even remember. My memory's so bad. No speak English? I'm sorry. Can't remember the name? Yeah, me neither. I can picture it. Like, I can picture the artwork. Witch got lich? Okay. I knew it was one of the two. Okay. It's the rhyming one. Something captain? Oh, okay. This is like the 5th time we've talked about whether it was sorceress or witch. Like, yeah, I can never remember. I don't know why. We both know my brain doesn't work, so it is what it is. You didn't know until just now either? Yeah, me neither. Tactician. Okay, that sounds right. Yeah, and I've heard that all the new like pet summon things, like the raised specters and all that stuff, like I've heard they're not very good, which is kind of sad because they looked hype. I don't think this is where I want to go. Not yet. So what am I looking for again? The abandoned shrine. We're gonna find it. Just hope the endgame changes are good. Yeah, I've heard that it feels like more of the same, honestly. But I'm not there yet. Not even close, so I don't know. But, like, so when I was listening to other people's sentiments about the update, I was hearing people saying stuff like, I wish Last Epoch wouldn't have delayed their season because I already would have gone back to it. That's rough. Even if this time didn't work out, this time I believe they'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, I mean it's very much still early access, so I agree. That is floating. That is floating over a hole. Hi, Justin. Hi, Jack Attack. Why is that floating? If I went to that, this might be a mistake. Oh, okay. Okay, put me there. That's fair. Looted vault. Nothing remains. Rude. Okay, so that's the boss again. We'll kill it for funsies.
Need more time.
How's it feel after they patched it? Same? The general sentiment is that this is the worst that any ARPG has ever felt. I don't agree with that necessarily, but I've heard a lot of people being very frustrated with it. Like, one of the bigger PoE content creators said that they would rather be playing Wolfson right now. If you know, you know. You deleted your Huntress, made a Ranger, lightning arrows, still OP, nice, nice. Once they'd rather play RuneScape, it might have been the same dude, honestly. Haven't touched PoE in 3 months. Why is it bad? It was amazing at launch. They made everything crazy, crazy hard to where like people are now taking like 5 minutes to kill white mobs. And people don't like that. There's like no power fantasy. It's just pain and suffering the whole time. Yeah, this is the only new class. I don't think I'm gonna kill this.
Lightning strikes twice.
It's gonna be close. Dang it. Ramp difficulty or larger health pools. Yep. And the players do less damage. Yeah, I've heard about people using Rake with Stomping Ground. I've heard it's pretty good. Once I have more skill gems, maybe.
Return to nothing. Wait. The eye of the storm.
How am I liking the class? It's okay. Not my favorite, but it's new, so we'll play it for a bit. That was close. Sometimes the tornadoes behave real nice. Other times, not so friendly.
I'm back double as is.
Why is it taking so long to kill blue monsters? Because they made the game way more difficult. People are complaining that it takes a long time to kill white monsters. I've heard people also saying that Fangs of Frost is interesting, but I've also heard it's kind of weak. I've heard a lot of things about Rake. I don't have enough strength to do it right now to use the support gem, but we might try that. Haven't had a chance to play a new patch? Yeah. So, actually, you know what? Let me pull this up. Because I thought it was funny. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Dear GGG, you've made the biggest piece of shit ever designed in an ARPG. This game is currently worse than Wolcen, Diablo 4, Diablo 3, Diablo 9. Any fucking ARPG on the market is better than this piece of shit right now. This character is boring. The mechanics are shit. Like, I don't even understand why you took away the best parts of your game, which is build design and fucking progression, and made it into a fucking slogfest of you fighting a numbless fucking mind-numbingly fucking white monsters for fucking 30 seconds at a time. Like, it's fucking dumb. It is a dumb game.
He's a little mad.
Why does that not do damage? That's gotta be bugged, dude. I don't understand what is happening here. This is genuinely the worst like leveling experience throughout any ARPG I have ever had.
So yeah, people are thrilled with the game right now.
Come on. Whipping up a storm. I'm not making journey home like that.
Does it do 0 damage? I mean, people are saying that about all the classes. But yeah, its damage is not great. Like, there are some builds that are better than others, obviously. But just generally, the game, the scaling on stuff is They made it much less enjoyable for a lot of people. But those are the people who like want to be able to just blast all the content, clear the campaign in a couple hours, and then just spam maps forever. I think the people looking for like just a genuine like game experience are gonna still enjoy it.
Prowess.
Pack's full.
Bop, 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 bop. That's what it looks like when I get lazy and don't feel like using my buttons. Bop, bop, bop. I feel like those type of people mess it up for casual players. They bitch and complain so much. Yep. I feel like that's... Nowadays, though, I feel like most gamers are that way. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Just like they want everything to be easy, but then they complain that it's too easy. And it's like, it makes no sense. No lifers, blasters, whatever you want to call it. But it's like, yeah, they're constantly saying that Diablo 4 is too easy, and they want them to add difficulty. PoE makes their game hard. People say it's too hard and it's not fun. So it's like, what do you want? Go play Diablo 3. I don't know. Go play PoE 1 or Diablo 3. I think Last Epoch is honestly in like the sweet spot, but their development is just really slow. But I really hope that their season 2 pops off, because that game deserves to do well. And we plan that in like 2 weeks. Their season drops on the 17th, I think. You just feel like Last Epoch movement and skill usage feels super clunky. Do you? I feel like it feels similar. I feel like it feels better than PoE, but not as crisp as Diablo. That's the one place where I think Diablo shines. Is like, I do think the game's too easy and there's not enough to do, but I feel like just the combat, like the flow of combat and like using your skills feels really crisp.
I'm back double as is.
You don't mind bosses being super hard in PoE 2, you just don't like small minions hitting so hard? Yeah, I get that. You know what I was thinking, though? I would love to see an ARPG made by FromSoft. That'd be wild. Because they really do a good job at understanding when monsters need to be bullshit versus when they need to just fall over dead. I don't know if they would ever be interested in making that kind of game, but it would be wild.
Unnatural health.
Taking 7 to 9 hits to kill white mobs insane. I mean, again, like, I don't necessarily disagree, but like when people kill white mobs in 2 or 3 hits in Diablo, people say it's too easy. So I don't know. Damned if you don't, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, pretty much. But I don't even think it necessarily matters about the number of hits or whatever. It matters about the way that the game, like, the way that it feels. Like, as long as you're having fun doing it, I don't think it matters. But it's just, sometimes it's just not fun. And that's where the issue is. Elden Ring for ARPGs? I mean, I think that's what their goal was. But, like, even Elden Ring, like, there's a better mix of this thing dies really fast versus this thing takes for fucking ever. Like, I feel like if Diablo 4 had PoE boss design and, like, a little bit more to do in the end game, perfect game. And maybe Last Epoch crafting. Yeah, I'm gonna be really curious to see what changes are made to the Diablo season after the PTR, because the PTR was pretty awful. But every time they've had a bad PTR, by the time the season launched, it was way, way, way better. And it'll be interesting to see what they do.
The thrill of the hunt.
Yeah, PTR just felt like there was nothing to do. It was like the boss ladder changes were great, but if that's all we're getting, it's pretty bad. Like the boss powers were whatever. I don't care at all about those. I'm basically pretending they don't exist because, again, they're borrowed power, which is that game's biggest problem right now, is that like every season is focused on borrowed power. They need to start making core changes to the game. And I think they've heard that feedback loud and clear. How am I liking the Huntress? It's cool so far. It's not super strong, but it's fun to play something new. I'm stuck. It's a war pick.
Embed double as is.
Okay. Yeah, when those tornadoes pop off and like hit a bunch of stuff and like take them all out, that feels pretty good. Bleed Huntress is a ton of fun. I've heard that. I might make a separate Huntress to try out other builds. I feel like this one is going to be my tornado build, and then maybe I'll make another one to try out some other stuff. Your back hurts. Cut it off. Let's take that. Okay. Where is this abandoned shrine? Rake plus Stomping Ground's gonna get nerfed? Yeah, probably. People are finding a build that isn't awful. Nerf it to the ground.
I have enough in my pack already.
The eye of the storm.
Where the hell is this shrine, man?
Quickly.
Hello. I will tell your tale.
Okay.
Who goes there? Browse as long as you like.
Upping this to a yellow might be good. Do I try it?
It suits
Why
you.
not?
Goodbye.
Increased attack speed's good. That's faster than the one that I have. Yeah, that's gonna be better. A little less accuracy, but... Okay, still gotta find that thing. So what am I looking for? Abandoned shrine. If I was an abandoned shrine, what would I look like? Where would I be?
Take this. Whipping up a storm.
How is he floating? Who's floating? Oh, you mean my character? Because I'm using a cosmetic set from the early access pre-orders, or the supporter packs, that give me a cosmetic that makes me float, like the Act 2 boss. Those tree folk that are in the mud, burrow always trick me. I can never dodge them quick enough. Yeah. Yeah, so that is the King of the Faradun body armor. It gives me arms for legs. It's kind of creepy.
Up for another hunt, are you?
You okay, Samantha? Wait, why is Delwyn over here? Did I miss one of the wispies? Wait.
State your business.
I didn't notice it. Whoops. Where's this shrine, yo? I wish I knew what I was looking for. Yes, please. But a new dress to wear today for your daughter's birthday. Apparently your boobs are too big, so it won't zip up. Man, I hate it when that happens. Hate it when my titties are too massive. Huh? Anyways. Did I ever check in here? Nope, I didn't.
Batten down the active. Need more time.
Was that it? It was. Okay, cool. We're done there now. Beautiful. Thank you for the likes, by the way. Whoever's liking over there on the Tink Tonks. Do I find leveling Huntress is really hard and slow? I feel like leveling everything is hard and slow compared to how the game used to be. I feel like at the very beginning it felt really bad, but then once I got a couple skills that worked well together, it started feeling a little better.
I shall put this to use.
But I think just in general, the game is designed to be much more difficult than even it was before. And it's always been a harder game. This seems not very good.
Young one, I will tell your tale.
Alright, so we need to retrace the legendary Orbala's path to recreate the Horn of Vestiri. Which is where? Is that just what I do up here? No. Where do I go for the Trail of Corruption? Recreate the horn. What do I think of the spear? I think it's fine. Could be better, could be worse. The Trail of Corruption. I need for the Huntress is Rake and... Yeah, that's probably going to get nerfed, but yeah, for now, that's pretty strong. You knew Rake would be strong? You just got it before you got off last night? Yeah. So I think I need to go here. I don't remember. Heard bad things about the season? Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's bad. It's just people need to realize, like, they reinvented the game in a lot of ways. It is much more difficult than it was.
Whipping up a storm.
Hold
them back while I open the gate.
It's definitely not what everybody wants from the game. Okay, I definitely already did this. People are mad they can't speedrun a new character with 10 million gold. Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. Because I know people were complaining when the game first came out too, and they forgot how it felt. Yeah, I think by 1.0 the game's going to be in a great place. It's just growing pains. It's going to be like that. They got to try stuff. And the one thing that I will give them a lot of credit for is they're doing their vision. They're not catering to what everybody is like begging them to do. They're sticking to their goal, for better or worse. We don't know how it's going to be, but I do think that by the time it fully releases, there will be a distinct crowd that likes PoE 1 versus a distinct crowd that likes PoE 2. They're not going to be for the same audience. It's probably similar to the way that there's a distinct crowd for Diablo 2 versus a distinct crowd for Diablo 3 and 4. I think 3 and 4 are more overlap. Not 100%, but... like, I would say, like, as far as Diablo players go, Venn diagram time, it's like, if this is D2 player, let's do this bigger. If this is D2 players, like this is like D3 players, D3, and like this is like D4 players. I don't know why I made the circles different sizes, because that's probably not representative at all of what it would be. It would probably be more like that. Whereas PoE, I feel like it's going to be PoE 1 players. E1. PoE 2 players. I feel like this overlap will probably be slightly bigger than this overlap. But anyways. You enjoy PoE 2 much more than you did the first game. I do too, but I also didn't have thousands of hours into PoE 1. I feel like the people who are really into PoE 1, like that sunk thousands and thousands of hours into, were expecting it to feel more like their game, and it doesn't. Mainly because you get to experience it from day one. Exactly. I did play PoE 1 when it was brand new, but then there was like a 10-year, like an 8-year stretch where I barely played it. So like I missed so many of the new leagues and stuff to where it didn't feel the same. I think I want to juice this. Let's juice it. Let's juice it. Let's talk about how many people are playing in total. Let's pull up. For which game? For this game? Steam charts. Path of Exile 2. 230K? So like half of what it was at launch, but still pretty good. Let's go to... And D4? D4, you can't really count the Steam numbers because Steam is their smallest portion of player base, right? Because it's on, you know, console, and most players play on Battle.net. Whereas I would say most people who play PoE are probably playing through Steam or the GGG launcher with like a little bit of console. Also, D4 is at the very end of a season, so right now it would be disingenuous to pull it up. There's probably like 1,000 people. Is there any chart system for Battle.net? No, and I don't think they would want those numbers to be out there, honestly.
What have you learned?
Even when they're good, I don't think they'd want them out there. I think they like people not being able to tell.
Hello. I will tell your tale.
How many people were playing before the new patch? For PoE, very few. So, yesterday's peak was 230. Before that, 14K. Between 14 and 20. Based on the Battle.net questionnaire, most people are playing from PC? Yeah, absolutely. Just for shits and giggles, though. I know it's going to be very low because most people don't play on Steam, but we'll check. Oh, right. Roman numerals. Do I prefer Dawn of the Hunt over the first league? So 7,000. All-time peak 55,000. So you know that's very low. Like that's very low part of the player base. Do I prefer this? I feel about the same so far. I like that there's a new class. I like that there's new things. I did that backwards. Take one of these, one of those. Okay. But yeah, like, because I love both games. I'm very excited to see what updates come from the Diablo 4 PTR. I'm excited to see what changes come to this league, both during and then what happens in the next one. There's a new class of PoE? Yeah, the Huntress. Alright. Let's ramp.
Bring it on. The wind howls.
Get him! Am I going to play Last Epoch? Yes. Like, honestly, out of the three, that's probably the one that I'm most excited for right now. Just because it's been so long since I've, like, really played it. And I really, really want that game to do well. You watched the Devil May Cry anime? Was it good? Fantastic. Nice. You know me in anime. Love it. Fire-nados! I am playing the new class. Yep.
Wind fury.
8 episodes, 30 minutes long, so real quick to blow through. How do you follow a build guide? Oh, do I follow? So for the Huntress, there weren't really any when it came out, and there still aren't very many, and people are still trying to figure it out. I'm not currently, no. I've just been experimenting, kind of winging it. What ascension? I haven't ascended yet. I tried it once, and I was nowhere near strong enough because being melee, you kind of get beat on a lot. So the way that the honor system works in there, it's kind of tough. So I'll go back eventually. What up, Joe? But I plan on going Amazon. What is the seasonal content that was added? Is it new maps, missions, or something? So they added 2 like league mechanics, which is there's like a wisp thing that you'll just see wisps in the world. When you get close to them, they start moving, and you follow them. And then when they go through the monsters get tougher, and then they give you better loot. And I want to say it spawns like a rare mob at the end or something. And then there's a mechanic where, what is it called?
Wind fury.
I can never remember what they're called. Where like it spawns like an AI version of a player character with gear on it, and you got to try to kill it. What are they called? I thought of it earlier and I can't remember anymore. But with this league, you don't have to join the league to get the new mechanics. They added them to standard also. Rogue Exile, thank you. I haven't actually experienced a Rogue Exile yet. And then they added the Huntress, they added the Spear and the Buckler item types. They added 100 new support gems, 100 new unique items. They massively overhauled the balance. They added new maps in the endgame. They changed up the way that a lot of the endgame stuff works. So like now when you're doing early maps, you can die up to 6 times in them before you lose access. But then as the maps get more difficult, you lose how many deaths you can do.
My warriors will swarm them under.
Which is actually kind of similar to the way that Nightmare Dungeons used to be in Diablo 4. Which is kind of funny.
The eye of the storm. That's really the
Yeah, it's definitely a lot harder. But at the same time,
demons, no quarter.
I feel like when the game first launched, it was really hard. And then once people started accumulating a bunch of wealth, it got significantly easier. So is it that we just don't have all that wealth anymore to build up characters, and it's actually not that much harder? I'm not sure. Because like I feel like I'm actually getting through the campaign way easier than I did the first time. I got stuck at several bosses for like hours and hours and hours the first time through. Now I know their mechanics a little better, so it's not a one-to-one comparison. But even still, I don't know. Act 1 boss, down first go. Nice. Same. Hell yeah. Is League like a season in Diablo? Yeah, basically the same idea. Sweatfest? Did you poop a little? You're new to PoE and ARPGs. You played this until you got to maps and lost interest. That's honestly kind of how I was too. Like, people rant and rave about how good maps are in PoE 1. And most people will agree that PoE 2 maps aren't as good as PoE 1 maps. But like, even in PoE 1, after like 10 hours, I was bored of it. It just felt like doing Nightmare Dungeons in D4 over and over and over. They're a little more complex than Nightmare Dungeons, but not much. The pinnacle bosses are interesting, but once you've done them a couple times, it's whatever. What build am I running? Your Huntress is trash. I mean, I came up with this build on my own. I realized I got Rake, but I haven't been using it. So I'm mostly using Twister, Whirling Slash and Barrage. So like I'll cast a couple Whirling Slashes to build this up, and then I use Flame Wall just to add some fire damage. Then I Barrage, and then I use Tornadoes, and it just spawns a bunch of tornadoes all over the place. The fire is definitely optional. Doesn't seem super effective. Maybe I put Rake here instead. I don't have any support gems on it yet, but... The tornado synergize with Firewall? Yeah. So I can demonstrate that pretty easy. So when you cast normal tornadoes, they look very wimpy and nothing. When you lay down the flame wall, it's subtle, but you can see the little glint of the flame at the base of the tornado. There are streamers who say the game isn't fun, but they've been playing hours upon hours since the update. Yep. Yep. I mean, that's mostly the streamers, though, who make a living off of playing it. Did they improve the armor situation? That I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Final gate is broken. We must continue our advance.
They know they can play different... They can't, though. Like... I mean, they could go back to PoE 1, but that's going to be basically taking a voluntary pay cut for them. Because it's their job. Is it efficient for mapping bossing? I have no idea. I'm only in Act 2.
Noxious.
How is this possible?
The Mannequin will fall by my hand. The Mannequin will fall by my hand.
Did he say by my hand? Oh, by my hand. That makes way more sense.
Disgraced me. Rot in the sand. This time, we choose war.
So the Heralds got nerfed pretty hard. We all love the struggle bus? Hell yeah.
We shall finish this.
Is it supposed to be a struggle? I think so.
Make haste. We must not escape.
I will say, my build's feeling better than it did.
Hey, quickly. He calls us
It's better to use evasion or armor on Huntress? That's a great question. I don't know the answer yet.
This is no natural sandstorm. We must battle sorcery with sorcery. Let us return to the caravan and entreat.
Okay, yeah, so I'm not sure where I need to go next. So, like, I think that the Huntress is intended to be Dex focused, so I would think evasion. But
Quickly.
I'm not really sure how they, like, if they changed armor and stuff. You can't force yourself to play something you're not enjoying. I mean, that's fair, but have you ever worked a job that you don't like because they give you a paycheck? That's the situation they're in.
Care for a story?
Like, you know, Walmart. Anything can speed up the Twister's build-up? I mean, there's probably support gems that could. So, Whirling Slash... I mean, yeah, Martial Tempo. 20% more attack speed. There's probably other things as well that would work, that would do similar stuff. Probably. I don't know all the gems off the top of my head, because I'm definitely more casual for this game, but What would be good here? I kind of do want to try a blood build at some point, because Herald of Blood sounds neat. What's Herald of Blood do? Oh, it doesn't give one of the little video things explaining it? So, while active, killing an enemy with blood loss will cause a bloody explosion that deals physical damage to surrounding enemies based off the life of the exploded enemy, destroying their corpse in the process. The explosion also has a chance to aggravate bleeding. And then aggravate bleeding. Bleeding that has been aggravated always treats the target as moving, which causes it to deal 100% extra damage. But yeah, I know that the heralds, like, supposedly can't trigger each other anymore. So, like, the people who were just stacking a bunch of heralds, like, that got buffed or nerfed. Did they add more to the game other than class? I mean, so they added the Huntress, the Spear, the Buckler, 100 new support gems, 100 new uniques, a bunch of new endgame maps, and then major balance changes, and then changed the way that a lot of, like, the deaths and multiplayer stuff works in the endgame, and they changed a lot. There was, somebody took the patch notes and put it in a WordPad document, and it came out to like 25 pages of stuff. So there's a lot. Retrace the legendary Orbala's path to recreate the Horn of Vestiri. I can't, it says that that's here, where I'm at. But I don't know how to do that. All aboard! All aboard. This is only accessible in the new mode. No, original as well. It's on both. Yeah, I did go to the front of the caravan. Nothing was there.
Welcome.
Right? That's what I said. Maybe I need to, like, move the caravan to a certain spot first. I don't know. They nerfed barrier evocation, so the Witch Comet build doesn't work anymore. I mean, didn't they nerf the Witch Comet build, like, at the beginning of the game? Like a week after it launched? Oh, wait. Go to the other pinned area? The other, this one? To the Sekimas? Or this one? The Titan Grotto? I do still need to finish this. Worked really well until now? Interesting. The new season of Diablo is the 29th. Yeah, like, this is for the other quests, for this quest. But I have this quest, too. I don't know. I'll do them out of order, I guess. Kind of afraid of that guy, though. He's gonna whoop my ass. Still need to get this, too. And this, I guess. Bell chest? I really hope that eventually they, like, redo the map system, because it sucks. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep. Pretty sure. Just wanted to confirm. But yeah, I hate their map. It's not good. I feel like it wasn't good in PoE 1 either, but
Stop my wound. The thrill of the hunt.
You know what? I should probably put supports on my rake. I know I'm not going to have enough strength to get the one that everybody's talking about. Although I have a strong suspicion that it's going to get nerfed anyways, but... gems... So this one, it is none of those. Oh, what was it called? Stomping ground. Oh, I do have enough strength. Wait. It only takes 5 strength? People were making it sound like it took like a million. Okay. Triggers a shockwave when you take a step while using supported skills. Huh. Alright. That sounds strong. What do the stag spirits do? You beat 3 of them, you still don't understand. So when the wisp thing goes through monsters, it buffs the monsters and causes them to give more loot, or at least that's how I understand it. And I think it also has a chance to like empower monsters to make them like a higher difficulty tier. Like it turns like blue monsters into yellows and yellows into uniques and stuff like that, I think. What else can I put on here? 50% more damage with hits against enemies that are low life. Increased evasion rating. That could be good. Heck it. Heck it! How do I feel about the Huntress? It's something new, so I'm enjoying that aspect of it. It's not my favorite, though. I still think the Sorceress was my favorite, with the Monk being a close second.
The eye of the storm.
Why is it a struggle now? They nerfed everything that was good. And they significantly buffed all the monsters. And the bosses. And the game's a lot harder now. But I'm, for my, as far as my title goes, I'm mostly memeing. I'm having fun, but a lot of the big PoE content creators are just like crying about everything. Yeah, everything is going to be way weaker than it was. They took all the builds that were like really good and just crushed them to the ground because they were outliers. Everybody was playing the same builds because they were so strong.
Sarsaparilla the oak. Soften the wound.
Like they're changing up the meta bit. Oh yeah, they're changing the meta dramatically. I'll be curious to see what it looks like in like a week or two to see what people come up with. I think nerfing everything's the wrong approach. I don't, only because it's still early in early access. I feel like if they were doing this post-launch, it would be a different story. But I feel like right now, if they just started buffing everything, then the game would get way too easy, like Diablo feels. So I feel like for now, it's probably the right call. They might have gone a little bit overboard with the nerfs, but I think that nerfing is going to be better than buffing at this point. So with the whirlwind, it's not doing anything, but with the tornadoes it is. Like you can see the tornadoes on fire. The whole thing is not on fire, but it is adding some fire damage. It's not significant, but it's something. Is that a sword? It is a spear. when the game first came out. I don't think anyone remembers. It was just, yeah, it was super hard. I was saying that earlier. Like, I feel like people forgot how difficult it was when the game first came out because they don't have their millions and millions of gold and like crafting materials to be able to like make a good character by the time you're halfway through Act 1. Did they burf Firewall? Did they nerf it? I'm not sure. There was a huge like basically everything got changed a little bit. Yeah, that's PoE 2. Yep. Yeah, I do enjoy the challenge. I definitely feel like the internet outcry is a little overblown. But it's funny to meme on. I do kind of wonder if some of the content creators are doing it for content. I'm not sure. But I know a lot of people are getting like pretty hard stuck on the Act 2 boss, which is interesting. I'm almost there, so we'll find out. You didn't see your monk changes at all? I don't know if they talked specifically about like overall monk changes. Most of the changes were like to like specific abilities and stuff. I'm not sure what they did to monk. I gotta be honest. I kind of like looked at the top of the patch notes, saw how long they were, and I'm like, I'm gonna let other people figure this shit out. That's what I do with most games, though. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like a theory crafter. When I look at patch notes, my brain just starts to melt, and I'm like, sure, I'm interested in like new modes, new bosses, that kind of thing, but hello. I'm on his booby. Alright, so is there a closer checkpoint? Kinda. Wonder if they changed charge staff though. Seemed like it was OP. If it was OP, assume it was probably nerfed. Playing a warrior, almost Act 2, kind of same as last season. I've heard warrior's pretty good still. You always like new stuff. Wish we got more Sork and witch skills. I mean, the witch got a whole new ascendancy. So that's something. I'm playing the Huntress. Zoop. Where we got the new Ascendancy 2, can't wait to get it. Yeah, so when the league first launched, apparently there was a bug in the code or something to where the new Ascendancy for the warrior you couldn't ascend to it, like it wasn't available. So they had to hotfix it in. Yeah, the Smith of Katava or something like that. Sounds neat. I've heard it's pretty good so far. This has got to be the boss, right? No, not yet. Oh yeah, there we go. I see the blue glow. All right, hopefully this goes well. It's probably not gonna though. I thought I was playing a Sork with Huntress skills because I was flying. Yeah, that's my cosmetic. Oh, the lag spike. Oh, that's cool. Hit him in the dick!
No mana. Need mana.
this how this is meant to be played?
Need mana.
Easiest fight of my life. I'm waiting for it to teleport me back up to the top. There it goes. I knew it would happen eventually.
Need mana. Need more time.
Game crash? Pee-wee 2 again? Yep. This is cool. Sounds like I just died. You gotta love that. It's a lot of noise for being locked up. Wonderful. Thought it was your PC. Why is it so choppy this season? Yeah, they broke something. I don't know. If I was hardcore, I don't think I would be anymore.
I've seen it all now. Whipping up a storm. Wait. I've no mana. Hold on.
Wasn't paying attention to that at all. It's fine. It's fine.
Need mana. Need more time. The mana's gone.
Just get hit by everything, Riz. Smart.
No mana. Little gem for a big brute. Reckon it's mine now.
Greetings.
This it'll take if my fingers.
Yoink. Ah.
The Marraketh honor me.
Okay.
Now to prove
Well, that makes sense. Where's the loot, though?
Stay in sight.
Stormlance sticks into the ground, periodically zapping enemies with lightning. Rapid Assault. Hold down the button for resonating shield. Infernal Cry puts a debuff on. Disengage. Explosive spears stick into the ground where.
It is time to move swiftly.
Still no? This is where I want to go. Where do I want to go? Game, make it easy. You need my playlist? Join the Discord or come over to Twitch and you can get the playlist. It's on my Discord in the music channel as a pinned message, or you can do exclamation playlist in my Twitch chat. Use the desert map to return to the sandstorm at the Halani Gates. Okay. The Halani Gates. Bam. There we go.
Note between us now, Jamin Ra.
I am hesitant. You have your orders.
Thank you for the rose.
As we approach, if you happen to, goodbye.
Roses, I guess.
To be led to rest in the sky. Aye, I'd be fine with that. Bleed out!
What is that thing? It's like a W coin? I never understand what TikTok gifts are supposed to be. Ever.
Take this!
Moo. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you for the Jemmy. Just enjoying being ahead of you and your music and also live. Nice. Why do those look like murlocs? Oh, what did he... Are they farting? Any currency drops so far? Nothing. Found a couple of regals. That's about it. Farting murlocs would be hilarious. Seriously. Nobody saw that. Didn't happen. You have 5 or 6 Exalt so far? Yeah, I haven't seen a single Exalt.
Good timing. Spirit. Aye.
Hey, we got a wisp.
Ready? Let's do this.
Let's go, little wispy.
The wind howls.
Stay on it.
Oh, he's over here. I'm like, where'd he go?
Here's our target. Strike fast. You wanted redemption. Here's your chance.
Hey, there's my first Exalted Orb. Resetting the instance worked for... Didn't know you could do that for the wisp. Oh. So, like, even here I could reset it and get another wisp? Is that what you're saying? Or just the first one? Yoink, yoink. Transfer me some luck? Hell yeah. You clear the zone and miss it. Gotcha. Who names their kid Delwyn? Yeah, I'm a hater. What's up, YZ? How you doing?
The wind howls.
Whoops. Shot that the wrong way. Level 29? I'm 28. You got me beat. What gems do I have on Tornado? I'll check in a second. I don't remember. Can never remember what they're called. Okay, so on Whirling Slash, I'm using Martial Tempo and Magnified Effect. And then on Twister, I'm using Persistence and Acceleration. Oh, and then I'm also using Barrage. So if I use Barrage, it increases my next projectile spear attack. And I have Premeditation and Perpetual Charge on that, so that's also adding more tornadoes. Main skill is the Electro Lightning, in your opinion, the best CPS. This one? So I've been using this too a little bit. What do we got in here? Also using Rake. I can't decide what I want to do, so I'm trying a little bit of everything. Yeah, the tornado is not great for bossing. If it's a small area and you can get a lot of tornadoes bouncing around, then it's not too bad. But it's not the best. Let's go out this way. Let's not. Okay. Why does it show a quest here? Oh, it's this. I see. I see. Oh boy.
Lightning strikes twice.
Let's grab that real quick. Wait, do the checkpoints restore your flasks? I guess it makes sense. Huh? Holy. Oh, are you serious? You think you're only 20 minutes further than me? Maybe. I'm playing the Huntress. Okay, why did they die so much easier that time? I guess they roll different mods. Misha! It's going alright. How you doing? You don't really like the changes? Yeah, it seems like a lot of people aren't really feeling the changes. They definitely made things a little more difficult. Although I still do really just wonder if it's because we don't have currencies and stuff like we're used to. You're in the cave with the giant. He makes a little problem in his moment 3 deads. In the cave with the giant. I think I already did him, didn't I? Like the one on the circle platform, or a different one? Yeah, I saw DM's tweet last night. I think it was last night. Act 2 boss just done first try. Nice. Wonder if GG will change things based on streamer feedback. I don't think so. They don't seem like the type to really care about like most people's feedback. I think they'll take it into consideration, but then like change it based on their vision. I don't know.
Are they enough in my pack already?
We'll see. I mean, they'll definitely change some things, but probably not as much as most people want them to. I really don't think it's as bad as most people are making it out to be, though. Just get good, noobs. The big stone guy? Yeah, I killed that guy.
I've enough in my pack already.
I was fighting him, and it, like, teleported me off the platform, and I was punching him in the dick for a little while. That was fun. What?
The eye of the storm.
How am I finding it? You got some maps called it a day. Ain't dealing with this? I'm nowhere near maps. I'm still only in Act 2. But I don't know. I feel like the game's always been pretty tough. I feel like people forgot what it was like when it first launched. Bit heavy-handed on the nerfs mostly? I really don't think so. I think that there were just too many crazy outlier builds that were like way too broken. But I don't know. I'm also nowhere near the end game. Takes much longer for builds to come online. You think? I feel like this build came online fairly easily compared to what I dealt with. Maybe I had no idea what I was doing when the game first came out, but it's been much easier for me. Any chance you tell me the name of the video where all cried about how hard it is? So that was a video called "The Worst Update Ever?" ? Path of Exile 2 Highlights number 60.
It's thinner up here.
Just getting lucky? I mean, I haven't gotten shit for gear. Did gas arrow, fairly decent progressing wise, but feels mid. Yeah, I just feel like the one thing I will agree with is it doesn't really have like the power fantasy that a lot of people want, but that's because they're used to games like PoE1, and they just have a different vision for it. Might give Last Epoch a shot? Yeah, I'll definitely be trying Last Epoch. I did see one take that they said that they wish that Last Epoch wouldn't have delayed because they would have already quit PoE2 and gone back to Last Epoch. How do I feel about the new update? I'm enjoying it. I like playing new stuff though, regardless. I always have. Apparently I can't look at chat and walk a straight line. Too hard.
Wind's fury!
Hi, Nichols. Bye, Nichols. We'll miss you. I'm stuck on something. Boop. You went to reheat the rest of the ramen you got yesterday, and the tofu had turned blue. I don't think anything in the ramen would have done that, so that's garbage. Yeah, I wouldn't eat that. Blue? In one day? The hell? Hopefully it was okay when you ate it. Blue tofu is not for you? Yeah, right? It's okay, but you didn't like it that much? Maybe because it wasn't good. Didn't feel the best this morning? Yeah, that's not good. You're gonna be shitting and farting later. When does the new league come out? Yesterday. Uh-oh. She's in trouble now. Yeah, this new league started yesterday. It's been about 22 hours now. This is the new character. Yep, this is the Huntress. Junar kicking your tuchus? Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't have too many problems with him, but I am worried about the Act 2 boss. I've been hearing he's real tough. Oh, I forgot about this, dude. What do I think? You have a unique perspective on punishing game difficulties? I think they need to make it harder. It's kind of too easy right now. Easy peasy. Easiest game of my life. You want a hard game? Go play Torchlight. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Thoughts on the parry disengage rotation that they want to push? I used parry about twice. Then I found a new shield that didn't have parry. Haven't looked back. Haven't touched disengage. But I was joking about the making it harder thing. That was a joke. Just because everybody seems to be crying that it's too hard. I don't really care. I'm just having fun playing something new. What's up, Brad? How you doing? Parry's good when you're in your whirlwind. You can parry for ages. Yeah, I just didn't really care about it. I've heard it's strong though. I wanted to focus on tornadoes. Little hungover. You were enjoying it, but man, Reddit's the band of time. Yeah. Like, there's just videos of people just absolutely melting down about how it's the worst ARPG experience ever. I'm like, all right, are you guys just like rage baiting or what's the deal? Like, yeah, it's a little tougher. It's not that bad. I don't know. Does everybody just start playing in the new league when a major update drops? You haven't played PoE 1 at all, so you're kind of confused. So, okay, so right now it's a little different than what it's going to be. The idea generally is when a new league or season or whatever in an ARPG starts, everybody does start new characters. You don't have to. You can play on the Eternal Realm or whatever they call it in whatever particular game. In Diablo, it's Eternal. In this, I think it's just Standard. And then if you do that, you just have like the baseline game. And then each league or season or whatever adds new mechanics that are exclusive to that season or league. And then when that season ends, those characters move to the Eternal or to the Standard League or whatever. In this one in particular, though, they didn't want to force people to restart. So if you play Standard versus if you play Dawn of the Hunt, you get all the same features. But if you choose the Dawn of the Hunt League, you just get a fresh economy and a fresh start. So it's up to you if you want to do the fresh start or not. Did you play Diablo 4 at launch? Yep. You still enjoyed it, but people hated it. They sure did. Like, honestly, a lot of the things that they had in Diablo 4 at launch, I actually preferred. Like, I liked that it took, like, weeks to level up. I know most people don't want that. But I liked it because it felt like a journey, right? You weren't just getting to levels... You weren't getting to max level in 5-6 hours or whatever. It took time to level up. Do you get any titles with your achievements? I don't think so in this game. In some games you do.
The path to Desha. Thank you.
About to pay off 2 loans a few months early. Hell yeah. So you can save that money and put it towards your other credit cards. Get it.
You found a letter.
You liked it. It took a long time and you were getting somewhere. Your first season, Necro, you've kept.
I will burn. When I have the opportunity, I intend to...
What is this? Oh, nice. Would you say more people start in a new economy or rather stay in the Standard League? So this one is a special case. I don't think it's going to be like that every time. I would say the people who are really serious about the game, like play it all the time, they're going to start fresh. They just like that feel. But people who are more casual don't get to play as much. They'll probably want to do Standard just so they still have all of their gear and all of their currencies and stuff like that. Obviously, Huntress is dex heavy. Think int or strength is secondary. Kind of depends on what build you go, probably. I haven't put really... I think I put 5 points into strength so that I could use a support gem, but that was about it. Did you stumble across a unique strongbox? No. I found yellow ones, but I haven't found a unique one yet.
Hello.
And I still haven't found a single unique item. What up, Tina? Lightning resist ring. New league start? Yep. It's the first league start of PoE 2. It is the Dawn of the Hunt League. The rare respawns 3 to 4 times, dropping random rarity loot. Okay. That sounds cool. I know that they showed off 2 of the new unique strong boxes, but they said there was going to be like 4 total. Do you keep all your stuff in your stash? So in this league in particular, there's 2 options. You can continue in standard and still get all the new league mechanics, or you can join the league and get a fresh start. So you get to pick. It just depends if you want to be able to trade with people from standard, or if you want to start over and get like the fresh economy. But if you want to keep all your stuff, you can, and you'll still have access to all the new stuff. Ice baby. Oh yeah. Here you go. This is for you. You started fresh, then figured you would test to see if you could continue with your attach. What is attach? Or was that supposed to say stash? Stash, gotcha. Yep, you can. I wanted the fresh start just to, because I've always liked fresh starts in leagues and seasons and stuff. It's just fun for me, but I can totally understand why some people wouldn't want that. Boop, boop. 40% increased crit damage bonus with spears. Nice. And 12% increased crit chance. That'll help a lot. And then I think we're going to go this way also and get all these. Probably most of them. Maybe not this one since it... whatever, but... Okay, where are we going?
Lead!
Ice coffee? Nice. Colossal mana flask! When did they add the invisible die for transmogs? You only saw it when you went to the MTX shop. I didn't even know that they had die. I don't really look at the MTX shop, gotta be honest, other than stash tabs. What does invisible die do? Can you beat John Cena? Didn't realize you need to buy enough for all of your cosmetic slots? Ooh. But what does it do? Makes your armor invisible? So you can just be naked? You know, some of the armor are ugly AF or helms are gaudy, makes them disappear. I assume you can't use it on your body armor, though. Or the default appearance on whatever armor slot you put it on. I see. I see. Because the default isn't gaudy, apparently. That's cool, though. I like that they have the option, at least. Personally, I would like to see them just, like, let you turn off cosmetics for particular slots if you want to. Or, like, not have... Don't show any particular piece. Huntress default... Oh, I didn't even notice, if I'm being completely honest. I never really pay attention to the way my character looks. The only reason I even put cosmetics on this one was because we were talking about them. Because I was looking for the Twitch drop pet. Never did find it. There's a strong box over here. Actually, I never looked today. Is it there now? No. Can you feel the HP nerfs on the mobs? It seems maybe a little easier today than it did yesterday. Not significantly, though. Not have to buy the invisible die would be nice, but it's free game on launch, so you get it? Yeah. That's fair. Like, I don't fault them for putting anything in the shop. As long as there's no power, I don't care. Do whatever you want. Haven't got the pet either? Okay. So, like, when I first claimed it on Twitch, it gave me an error message, and I thought maybe I broke something. But if other people aren't seeing it either, then maybe it's not just me. I think that's the right attitude. Diablo 4 skins are kind of outrageous. Oh, for sure. I do wonder if they did drop the price, like, let's say, for example, they cut the price in half. Do you think more than twice? Like, do you think they'd get more than twice the sales? They probably wouldn't, but maybe. Did I reconnect my account? No. I haven't really cared, but yeah, it says I got it too. So I'm not sure. I'll probably try and reconnect it at some point. I'm sure they have people studying it, and they're like, this is the right price. This is where we're going to get the most sales, make the most money or whatever. But it's like, it doesn't feel right. The WoW skins are too good. I've bought a couple WoW mounts, but not many. I think maybe 2. For what? The Twitch drop is what we were talking about? That, like, we claimed it and it showed that we received it, but it doesn't show up in game. All right. We were talking about the price of cosmetic skins. We were talking about PoE, then we were talking about Diablo, then we were talking about WoW. So depending on when you jumped into that conversation. Bought the Lich King skin for your Necro last season? Nice. I think I have the Lich King skin. I think. All right.
The wind howls.
So laggy when I spawn a bunch of monsters like that. They definitely need to fix the performance. That's the, like, I think that should be their focus before anything else. Fix the performance. Because my PC is no slouch, and it's struggling. Fire! Wow. Blue is a Smurf's dream. Wait, what? Huh? What did I miss? My problem with D4 is that I happen to choose what ends up being the most broken builds. I have that problem a lot too. Like, I picked the Quill Volley Spiritborn before I knew anything about what the Spiritborn meta was going to be. And then everybody kept coming in. Oh, look at this. Another streamer playing the meta build. I'm like, I didn't know. I just picked what looked fun. It's on high graphics? It's probably on max, yeah. Yeah, ultra. Which makes sense. It was always fine before. But something with this patch made it a little stuttery. But I've been hearing a lot of people saying that. Oh, you're tofu. Gross. You just like the Quill Volley gameplay? Yeah, exactly. It felt fun, so I wanted to play it. And then everybody started talking about how OP it was. So I'm like, oh, okay. What's the meta build in the first 36 hours? I have no idea. I haven't really looked at anything. I've heard a lot of people talking about running Rake Parry, but I have no idea how that compares. I like leaning into the tornadoes. I think it's more fun. But it's probably not as strong. It's definitely not strong against bosses, but every Spiritborn build was broken? True. True. But, like, I think the Quill Volley was the first one that really popped off. People were giving me shit for it. I'm like, come on, guys. For a casual player like me, Diablo feels better paced till next season you hear. So the thing about next season is on the PTR, it felt very underwhelming. Like, the new boss ladder changes, I think, are fantastic. The bosses are going to be more interesting, a little more difficult. There's more of them, more options, so that's cool. The boss powers, it's another season of another borrowed power that's going to go away, so I don't really care about it. The problem that I had is, outside of that, there wasn't really anything to do. There was the apparition things, which weren't very exciting. That's where you got a lot of the boss powers. But there wasn't anything else. So I'm curious what the seasonal quest line is going to be like. And then there's also the reliquary feature that we don't know anything about yet. And so that's the big question mark. If that's good, the season could be way better than expected. Also, usually after PTR, like even the PTRs that I thought were absolute dog shit, by the time the season came out, it ended up being some of my favorite seasons. Season 5 and 7, both. I tried the PTR and thought they were boring as hell. But they ended up being 2 of my favorite seasons. So, I don't know. Rapid fire crossbow again? I couldn't get into the crossbow. I didn't like waiting for all the reloads and stuff. I hear it's good though. Don't care. Holy moly. Nobody saw anything. Never clicked on that before. Or I didn't click on that earlier. Probably needed to do that. That's one of the things on the map, right? Where am I? Over here? Shifting vases. Okay, sister. Okay, we got that. Path of Mourning. Okay, that's there. I missed that. Spires of Dashar. I need to make sure we get Torgol. That's the guy at the end. Just updated the game. What's my opinion so far? I'm enjoying it. The internet hates it, but the internet hates everything, so I don't know. It's a little harder, but it's fun. I like the new class. It's not my favorite, but I'm enjoying it. Holy. This is fine. This is fine, chat. This is fine. Got him. Never really did much of the boss ladder stuff. I did here and there, but it was never my focus. So you're nervous about a whole season trying to boss. Well, yeah. So you'll be able to get most of the powers without ever touching it, but each of the boss ladder bosses do have one specific power that you have to kill at least once to get it. But once you kill them one time, you don't really need to do them anymore if you don't want to. You don't think you've ever died this much? I don't know. When the game first came out, I was dying way more than this. I died so much. You've just gotten so bad. I mean, they made the game much more difficult. Supposedly. Get 'em, NATOs! But Tina, when the new season starts, if you need help with any of the bosses, let me know. We can help each other out. Battle Pass might be the selling point for me, so we'll see. Well, yeah, so the new Battle Pass thing, the Reliquary, they've teased it, but they haven't given us any details at all. The rumor is that it's supposed to be more like a, I want to say like a God of War or Call of Duty Battle Pass or something. I don't even know what they said. I think Call of Duty. Did God of War have a Battle Pass? Not God of War. What game am I? Gears of War. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. The other GOW. The game that Rod used to work on. Hopefully it's good though. Hopefully it's like it integrates well into the game and it doesn't just feel like a pay us $10 for this. Yeah, no, Gears of War. Sorry. trying to fight and think of titles, acronyms. Yeah, I don't know. So let me see if I can find something. Hello? Let's see. So I think other people were saying it's more like the Call of Duty Battle Pass, which is supposed to be like this. So like it looks like you start over here and then you have like some like path to where like which way you can go or something. But I hope they gamify it a little bit more than this, because just that alone sounds kind of dull. But I don't know. Is this update good? You keep hearing negative. So they nerfed a lot of people's fun. Like a lot of the builds that were outliers that were like really, really strong, they nerfed to the ground. And they made the game harder. I'm still having fun with it, but I know a lot of people are complaining, saying it's the worst that the game's felt by far. I don't know. I think a lot of people just like to complain, though. I'm curious if some streamers are doing it for content. I'm not sure yet. The new class, it's different. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of different ways to play it. Like, you can go like more of like a standard, like you parry, and then you disengage, and then you like shoot shit at it, like throw like lightning arrows or fire arrows or whatever at it. You can go more like the tornado build, like I'm doing. There's like a rake build, which is like this melee attack. I don't know. There's a bunch of different stuff that looks pretty cool. Okay, here's the boss. Are we ready for this? I don't know. That's old Call of Duty Battle Pass from Modern Warfare. I mean, I just pulled up a random Call of Duty Battle Pass picture. I don't know if that's actually how it's going to be, but that's what people are speculating. You play Black Ops 6? It's not so... Well, let me look. Black Ops 6 Battle Pass. I mean, if that's newer, that might be more of their idea. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, they haven't announced anything. It's just people speculation and rumors. You heard Lightning Deadeye got nerfed badly. Anything that used to be really, really, really good got nerfed badly. Pretty much anything. Like Spark Sorceress is nerfed. The Stat Stacker Monk got nerfed real hard. So there's definitely going to be new meta.
But
We just don't know exactly what it's going to be yet.
the time of the Faradin is nigh.
Cast on Shock? I don't know. I haven't touched it. So I can't really answer that, but seems like pretty much everything that was good got nerfed quite a bit. Okay. He just ate my lunch real quick. Get them, fire tornadoes! Yeah, had a feeling that was coming. This is Modest Mouse. You found a unique spear. It disables projectiles. Oh, yeah, that's not good. This should still work. Yeah, there you go. You love Diablo 4, but you're not a very critical person. You're easy to please. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of the same way.
But that makes you predictable. The time of the Faradin is nigh.
I do hope that they have some surprises up their sleeve for Season 8, because based off the PTR, it was feeling a little lackluster, but I think it'll still be fun for at least a little bit. You got stuck on something. What am I farming for? I'm not farming. I'm doing the campaign. Bow, 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 bow.
You are relentless, but that makes you predictable. The time of the Faradin
Hello.
is nigh.
Hello, hello.
Fucking your own. Wind's fury.
Did you get some fire res? I'm working with the gear that I have. I don't have any currency because it's a fresh start, so I haven't gotten any. Checking vendor? Yeah. Yep, I've been looking. I've been looking for resistances and movement speed every chance I get, and I have not found shit. I got a little bit of movement speed, but nothing for resistances. No, no. Every class feels so good. Oh, don't let other people hear you say that. They're gonna get mad at you. I haven't really tried anything else, so I don't know. But the internet is outraged right now. People are big mad about this game right now. I think it's kind of funny how mad people are. They're crashing out hard. Get him!
Need mana.
Too bad I'm having fun. Yeah, I am too.
Just stay down there if you bloody well know what's good for you.
Everybody crying so fun. They're crying hard. Okay. That was what, 3 attempts? Could have gone better, but hey, it is what it is. What is there to be mad about? People just don't like when their builds get nerfed, and like the power fantasy, I can't speak. The power fantasy that they want isn't there anymore. Like they don't like that it takes 7 hits to kill white mobs. You believe they'll get it balanced? I mean, yeah, I think that they're gonna change it the way that they want to change it, whatever that means.
What?
I'll not be happy in the next area. That's probably true. The next area is brutal. So probably true. There's some fire resistance. Crying hard about not having instant gratification? Yeah, which, honestly, kind of seems like the internet in a nutshell these days. Oh, wrong one. Whenever I bring some item, you get a few minutes. So any divines yet? No, no divines yet. Maybe soon, though.
What? Stay inside.
There's a time and a place for violence.
That's a big reduction. Why is that so much of a reduction? Bummer. Gave up on your Huntress? Doing less damage than your 10 warrior and your 35 Huntress? That sounds like, that sounds not good. I don't know. I'm having fun with mine still. It's probably the content creators that introduced us to all the broken builds' fault for why everything is nerfed now anyways. Probably.
The Ferret didn't have a
Super
single
smooth in Act 1, but end of Act 2 is just bad.
As we speak.
I don't know, I'm doing okay.
Now have their trail.
But I know the Dreadnought's supposed to be pretty
For
tough.
glory.
Do I try and ascend now? I could go back and try and ascend. I don't expect it to go super well. We can try it. Try the final Act 2 boss on Huntress. Yeah, that's what I'm working up to. Chaos Spectre Witch sailed through Act 2. Interesting. I heard that the Spectres were no good. Is that not true? What? Oh, right.
Whatever comes my way, I'm ready.
Your friend did a minion witch and was doing bad. Yeah, I heard minions in general are pretty rough. A couple of those giant vultures that don't die and keep everything busy. Oh, okay.
The thrill of the hunt.
Just try and stay at range to keep my honor as high as possible in here. So it might take me a while, but hopefully we can get through it. It's like everything is off this patch. Harder than the launch. I really don't feel like it's harder than the launch. I know a lot of people are saying that. I think people just forget what the launch felt like. Like, I'm having a much easier time. That took that much? Holy shit. Okay. Will what? Oh, parrying? I don't know. I don't have a buckler, though, so I can't even try it. Didn't I only get hit by one of the spikes? People forget how tough the game felt at launch. Just gotta figure out. Yeah, like I've been getting through this campaign so much easier than I did at launch because I know the mechanics and how the game works now. But like I don't feel like it's significantly harder. Like Geonor took me like an hour or two the first time. This time I killed him my first try. Also RNG on the loot, but it seems like so many complain. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like all of them are complaining, but I think they just got so used to having all the currencies and being able to like gear up new characters real quick. Did I start with Spark? Yeah, yeah. But I tried other classes too, and I felt like it was harder for all of them. Except for Monk. Monk felt real strong. Wish I could use more. How did I kill Junior on my first try? I don't know. I had no problem with him. Well, technically it was the second try. The first try I crashed halfway through, and then I killed him the next try. So I don't know. I haven't done Jamanra yet. My Ascendancy trial, I did fail the first time. And I'm not super confident about this time, but only because my build plays mostly melee, and melee is kind of tough through here. What is escape again? I think I like escape. I feel like too many people got helped through the game and never learned mechanics. Yeah, maybe. This song will now be stuck in your head for days. Hey, you're welcome. Not a fan of Paramore. But a few songs are alright and catchy. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, like I don't really listen to anything other than like they're a couple big hits, but I do enjoy those. This one, I feel like you can mostly just skip the monsters and just run to like from thing to thing. Okay. I agree. I'm a big fan of Haley. I don't know much of their music though, but I like their hits. We did it. We did it, chat. Did I get hit right at the end? Bullshit. Oh, they're coming. Coming for me. What's my favorite artist band? I don't know if I have a favorite. Gun to my head, I'd probably say Linkin Park. With Chester, but I like the new stuff too. But I really like Muse. I really like Coheed and Cambria. Contains Merchant. Let's do that. You're gonna name a country artist is one of my favorites. You couldn't even think of one. Yeah, me neither. Promise I don't hate Haley. I'm just not into that kind of emo band type. Gotcha. Catchy songs from all emo punk rock bands for sure. Funny thing is, you mess with Linkin Park and Evanescence the most. I don't know that I've ever listened to like anything outside of Evanescence's like biggest hits, but I do like their sound. Adrenaline Vial. What does that do? Restore 63 of your honor on entering a boss room. Okay. Running buffs for it if you deal projectile damage melee. Wait, what? You've been running that spike wall and explosive spears. Oh, okay. Spike wall. I'm not familiar with spike wall. Is there a way to look at like all the gems? I guess only if I had one on me. Oh, the spear wall. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I used that very briefly. Let's do another escape. Where are we going? Okay, okay. Yep. Oh, you're doing bleed? Okay. Yeah, I haven't messed with bleed yet. I might try that out at some point. We'll grab this. Nothing. Rude. Rude, rude, rude. Who's rude? This dungeon. Alright, so there's gonna be a merchant here. Oh, it's Balbala. My dude. My homie. Purchase. Restore honor, Fountain of Youth. What is a Mariketh Shrine again? Is that what this is? I don't even know. Heck it.
We will succeed.
Hey, we're capped again. Sacred Water Fountain. At the shrine to restore honor, afflicts you with spiked exit. Take 19 physical damage on room completion. 19. That doesn't sound too bad, but... Hourglass, 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 hourglass. So I get... Okay. You have no armor, less movement speed. You are not always taken to the room you select. I mean, that's not a big deal at the last one, though. On room completion. So that would only affect me here and here. Are the ones that restore honor to... Okay, okay. Kesha's the best singer ever? Get out of here. She's fine. Don't actually leave, though. Billie Eilish's smiley face, hee 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 hee. I don't know how to take that. Making me fight? I don't like it. A gold key, I like that. One of your favorite artists, though? It's fine if you're judged. I like Billie. Just think how funny it is to see someone you work with wearing all metal merch and you look at their phone to see what they're listening to, and it's Demi Lovato and Cher Lloyd. So I know Demi. I don't know Cher. What class? I'm playing the Huntress, the new one. Ow. Ow. Didn't like that. Wasn't focused. Wasn't focused. I'm gonna have to go through the again, aren't I? Your husband has a crush on Demi? Okay, so I still have plenty of honor, but the boss makes me a little nervous. Where's the switch? Ah, found it. Jill from the Pretty Wild? I don't know. Yep. Not great. Not great. The boss gets brutal the longer it goes because of all the ground effects that build up. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. Hopefully I have a chance to restore some honor before then. Okay. Greatly restores honor and gives you 25% less max honor. Or you have no armor. I don't like that decision. Okay, this is just survival. We'll try to kill some things, maybe. Oh, I canceled it?
The eye of the storm. Take this.
Need mana.
Okay, that's fine. Didn't really kill much, but we can restore. Then we're gonna lose a bunch anyways. I guess technically I didn't have to take this. Wait. Monsters at 50% max life. I got 2 punishments? I didn't realize that. Heck. Well, we're here now.
Steel yourself. I'll turn you to dust. Stand clear.
Ow. Yep, this ain't happening.
Beware of what falls.
Balls. If I would have really slowed it down, I might have been able to do that, but I don't know. Thinking of taking annual leave on June 5th? Do it. Is there anything to improve? Probably. Like getting better gear or leveling up more. I did get some more relics that I could potentially use. Before, the relics that I had wouldn't fit into the slot, so that could help. Is this League of Drag? Like taking so long to kill basic enemies? They definitely slowed it down. But I think that it's really similar to how the game first launched. I think people just forget that because it's been a while. You want to get Switch 2 before the scalpers get them? Are you not going to pre-order one?
I will tell your tale.
Can you not pre-order at Walmart? Is that not a thing? They don't have it? Interesting. Yeah, they're on pause, but I'm sure they'll pop up before it actually goes on sale. I don't know. Increased defenses. Well, that'll help. I guess we can check the vendors again.
Who goes there? No
Have I
need to
leveled since I
rush.
checked them? Maybe. Wasn't D4 better? They're very different games. That might be better. I lose a little bit of fire resist, but I get more lightning resist. I get a bunch of armor. Same max life. Life regeneration's not great, but something. I think I'm gonna go with that.
It suits you.
Although, this doesn't have a socket. Do I have any of the thingies to add a socket? Yes. Okay, is it possible to take the runes out of gear? Or can you only replace them? Just replace? Wish I could take that. Alright, let's try one more time. We were close. And this time we have an extra thingy. Good with my words.
War nights.
Whatever comes my way, I'm ready.
Okay, hourglass to start things.
Wind's fury! The hunt is on!
Hello!
That were almost
Nice.
a challenge.
Tornadoes everywhere! I know.
That was close.
Okay, that was good. How's it going with new champ? The Huntress is pretty cool. I like it. It's not my favorite, but I like it. It's fun to try something new. Alright, Gauntlet, Ritual, Chalice. I know that I don't like Gauntlet. Ritual's okay. I don't remember how Chalice works. Let's try Chalice. Defeat all rare monsters to fill the chalice. Okay. Okay. Started with Hunt already. Tornado's good for campaign. I'm liking it so far. I don't know if it's the best by any means, but it's a different playstyle that I'm enjoying. Okay. One down, one to go, probably. We got a spitter. After fire, all tornadoes are fire damage. They get a little bit of fire damage. I can't really tell how much. But yeah, so like if you just cast a normal tornado, just no fire. And then with this, they have a little glint of fire at the bottom of them. So I don't know how much of a difference it's actually making, but it makes some difference. Is it worth it? That I don't know. The chalice runneth over. Alright, so we got chalice and ritual. You can only wait. You can see one fewer room ahead of on the trial map. Monster action speeds cannot be slowed below base. Alright, we're gonna go... Oh, right, we gotta do this one first. Another hourglass. Okay. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo.
Wind fury.
Whoa, what did a shitload of damage to me right there? Oh, this guy? Okay. Exalted Orb? Alright, alright. Lost a little bit of honor there, but that's okay. That was not clean by any means. This one. Potentially use that guy. Heck it. I don't even know what it did. You changed your mind from yesterday? You got Herald of Blood and Rake. It's great for clearing. Nice, nice. Yeah, I haven't tried Herald of Blood. I did add Rake. But I haven't tried Herald of Blood yet. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yoink.
Overcome.
Is this song so good? Hourglass, escape, hourglass. Hourglass. I don't like you.
not make the journey home like that.
That was close.
Gimme. Mm-hmm. God, I hate this kind. I hate it. I hate it.
I'm bent double as is. The wind howls. I'm bent double as is. Abomination!
I don't know why my brain struggles with that part. Okay. We go again. Okay. We're almost there. Red smoke. Room types are unknown on the trial map. That's fine. Going for ritualist or Amazon. A pledge which can be accepted to change the trial's parameters afflicts you with rapid quicksand. Traps are faster. Sacred water. Bronze key. I mean, none of these really matter. Escape, hourglass, escape. Bronze key, sacred water fountain. A pledge which can be accepted. We'll try that. Because isn't there a pledge that's like the next floor you take no damage on? You were standing at the end but didn't know what to pick and then TP'd to town? Oops. Oops.
I've enough in my pack already. Storm's coming!
I don't care about his loot. I just want to survive.
My mana's gone.
I almost killed it. Okay, so this should be the boss now. Alright, what do we get? 30% less movement speed if you've been hit by an enemy recently. Wait. Oh. Restore 63% of your honor entering a boss room. You can see one fewer room ahead of you. How is that a buff? These all suck. Never mind, I don't want it. Alright, 521 honor. Not great. Not great.
Is formidable. Steel yourself. Wind fury. Stand clear.
Not great. Get fucked! Okay. Well, that feels good.
Succeed. I'll not make the journey home like that.
Alright. Finally did it. Only took what? 3 tries? 4 tries? Alright, so we have 3 bronze keys. 4 bronze keys. Should probably pick this. Alright, so... yeah, I like this one better. We are ascended!
My answer.
Should you?
Okay, so 4 keys. And there's 4. I wonder which 4 we're gonna pick. Ooh, my first unique. Oaksworn.
What this is seen.
I feel like that's probably gonna be better. Is that the one that used to have spirit on it and they replaced the spirit? Okay, so better black chance, increased armor, a lot of increased armor. We lose 10 life, but I think that's probably worth it. 50% increased life regeneration. Yeah, I think that's worth it. That was the one that had the spirit? Okay, I thought so. Looked familiar. Alright,
I've enough in my pack already.
lovely.
I shall aid you.
Okay. So 2 points. Chance to hit with attacks can exceed 100%. Gain additional crit hit chance equal to 25% of excess hit chance with attacks. Maybe. Review weakness against rare and unique enemies. 50% more damage against enemies with open weakness. Grants infused weapon when you consume a power charge, endurance charge, or frenzy charge. Infused weapon to gain 2 cold, fire, or lightning infusion. Maybe. Evasion rating from equipped helmet, gloves, and boots is doubled. Evasion rating from equipped body armor is halved. Interesting. Life flasks also recover mana. Mana flasks also recover life. Honestly, that's kind of nice, but I don't think that's worth taking the ascendancy points for. Life leech recovers based on your elemental damage as well as physical damage. Interesting. I think I like this one first, though. Can always respec that later, yeah? 50% chance for infusions to infuse your projectiles without being consumed. Oh? That doesn't sound terrible. Alright. It's going to be a lot of stuff to go through to salvage and whatnot.
How can I?
Care for a story?
Let's go. Nope, this one. We'll go relics. Do.
How can I advise?
Care for a story? Hello? Stay in sight? Hello?
Okay. To the dreadnought. Which one is it? Found it. Riz, you a dummy. Okay. I remember pooping my first time I got through here, or came through here.
Ready
Pooping my
yourself.
pants.
We must prevail, no matter what.
Shaman Rod dies again this day. Give no quarter! You don't stand a chance. Lead out!
I might do it again just for fun, though.
What?
No man.
Give me loot! I just realized, what happened to my flame wall? I must not have enough int? Isn't there usually like a warning message saying like you can't use this because of that? I'm confused. Do I need it? No. I need 20 in. Okay.
Quickly.
If at first you don't succeed,
That fixes it.
Something a wound.
Twit.
It's wild that I still haven't seen a single jewel. Is that normal? I feel like I was swimming in them last time. Maybe it was later in the game, though.
Clean kill. The wind howls.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Need mana.
Okay.
Lead to try.
How do I spawn so many NATOs? So first, I ramp this up 3 times, and then I use Barrage, and then I cast my NATOs. So 3 Whirling Slashes, then a Barrage, then Tornadoes. They stack, yep. Yeah, you can do Whirling Strike 3 times to get to its max power. I don't know if that causes more tornadoes or just stronger ones. I think it's just stronger ones, but the barrage does increase how many it spawns. And the damage, I think. You love this class? It's fun. A lot of people are hating on it, but I'm enjoying it. It's not my favorite, but I'm having fun with it. Whoops. Click on checkpoints will get you killed. Regal Orb, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was so weird. At the very beginning, it felt like I was getting like way more currencies and stuff. But then that fell off really quickly. Like between melee and range, yeah, yep. Like honestly, it reminds me a little bit of the Spiritborn in Diablo. Because it's like, it's a versatile class that has like close range, and like a mid-range. And I don't know, it's just, it's fun. The realm is restarting in 30 minutes. We're restarting the realm to deploy 0.2.0b update. Patch notes are in the patch notes forum. Well, hopefully I can do this in 30 minutes. But based on what I've been hearing, this boss fight's gonna take me a minute. Try and get to those patch notes when I can, though. They better not be nerfing my build. I'll be mad. Am I using Herald of Blood? Nope, I'm not using a Herald. Maybe I should be, I don't know. Okay, is this the boss? Yeah. First try, right? First try every time?
The fool under the hooded one's sway. Do you even know what he is? No matter. You'll find my king far more capable than Count Geonor. My king.
I got this? I don't know. I've heard this guy's pretty tough.
The second of the Artura. Bow before your king.
The Medicus must bow to king. We skin them. The wind howls. Submit. You are finished.
The Marrakech will pay! For my people! The Marrakech will pay!
Whoa, fat fingered.
We are the storm!
Yeah, I don't think I have the damage for this.
For the desert!
Whoop, don't leap out of that.
In kind! The Marrakech will pay! We are the storm! For my people! The era of the Farragon is now! I will not fall!
Wind fury.
The era of the Farragon is now!
We're running out of time. End this.
Go, my queen!
What are you doing? Liman is gone.
Well, all right. All right. All non-unique monsters have less life, tapering from 100% to 75% of what they had between levels 8 and 15. All monsters between level 15 and 46 now have exactly 25% less life. All monsters between level 46 and 64 now have less life, tapering from 75% to 100%. This results in all monsters in Endgame having the same life as before the change. Their thresholds for crowd control and ailments have been adjusted proportionately by the same amount. Rogue Exiles have had their life reduced by 40% on top of the changes above, because they were also nerfed last night. The Hydra life regeneration monster modifier now only appears at level 65 plus. Tempest Bells combo required to use has been reduced from 10 to 4. Explosive grenades and voltaic grenade cooldowns have been lowered to 5 seconds. All cursed skill gems now have a higher growth of radius per level, starting at 1.5 meters at level 1, growing to 3.1 meters at level 20. Okay. I think because of that crash and because the servers are going down soon, I'm going to call the stream here and probably come back after it's all back up and settled, get myself some lunch and stuff. But I'm going to find somebody to raid on the Twitch side. So if you guys are hanging out, feel free to hang out for the raid. But yeah, I'm going to get some food. I'll probably be back later though. I'm enjoying this game and I want to kick that boss's ass. So I'll see you guys later. Deuces.